Hi everyone, thanks for tuning into this weather briefing. We have some challenges in this weather forecast, we'll talk about that, but it looks like the first chance of precipitation for Southern California, quickly followed by a Santa Ana wind. But the combination could bring moderate to strong impact across our region. This is Alex Tardy, meteorologist with National Weather Service. All right, here are the highlights, everyone. The first chance for rain for Southern California this season. It looks like it's going to start off as scattered or intermittent light rain and drizzle, probably sometime Friday night and continue over the weekend. And then there's also a chance for showers Sunday night lingering into Monday, along and behind a cold front. There's much uncertainty, though, on the amounts of rainfall. Some places will get very little, others could get a good wetting rain. There's going to be a rapid transition, we do know that, from the rain to the moderate winds for most areas. And the winds will shift to the north. Looks like that's going to occur Sunday night and into Monday with locally strong winds. We'll start with moderate onshore flow, so that's winds coming off the ocean from the west, Saturday and Sunday. This will mainly affect the desert slopes and the mountain passes, so keep that in mind for Saturday and Sunday. We do look at a moderate, potentially locally strong Santa Ana wind event, and Santa Ana wind means winds coming from the northeast to east. That doesn't set up, though, it looks like until Monday, and it'll continue into Tuesday before dying off rapidly. That does bring elevated fire danger for early next week. The rest of next week looks like a warming trend, and temperatures recovering nicely to back to average, if not a little bit above by the end of the week with light wind. Here's a concern we have whenever we mention Santa Ana winds this time of year. Not only is this the dry time of year after the summer, but our fuel moistures, the level of moisture in the vegetation, whether it's live vegetation or dead vegetation laying around in the forest and on the hills, is very dry. In fact, it's record dry as shown here. So very concerned on this for fire weather danger. The good news is, though, we do have some rain in the forecast. Where's this rain and this new Santa Ana wind going to come from? It's going to come down directly from the north. Straight out of Canada, literally speaking, straight down from the north. This is what it looks like on Saturday. There's going to be a weak storm that comes in off the ocean, not really do anything other than squeeze out some marine drizzle. The main storm stays well to the north, but it's got a track pointed right towards us. Exactly where it goes is the challenge. Huge upper level high pressure over the Pacific, not budging. It's going up and over that like a roller coaster. This is what we expect for Sunday, Monday. This is the difficult part of the forecast. That upper level high pressure doesn't go anywhere, and it doesn't weaken. The cold storm system comes straight out of Canada. It does start to weaken as it dives straight south and kind of backs into the Las Vegas area as shown here on Sunday and especially into Monday. However, we don't know exactly where that white line will be, where that storm will track exactly. That'll make a big difference on the amount of rainfall that you receive, and that also make a difference on how strong the winds are. But the timing for this looks to be Sunday into Monday, coming straight down out of the north. The pressure gradient behind this is what really drives a lot of the wind. So the surface high pressure will build over Wyoming and then try to push south and east across Utah and Colorado. Depending how close that gets to us will determine how long and how strong the Santa Ana wind event is going to be. Right now, it looks at least moderate potential as we go into Monday with that offshore northeast winds or that Santa Ana wind coming from the desert. So we'll see a transition from cloudy, humid conditions to very dry conditions late Monday and especially Tuesday. Now beyond this, it looks like the pattern is going to level out and be quite tranquil. For the rest of the week, we'll see a warming trend to eventually above average. By the end of the week, perhaps upper level high pressure will build overhead. And we don't see much change in this weather pattern as we round out the end of October into early November. Becoming more active, it appears between British Columbia and the Pacific Northwest. Here are some of the details on winds. Take a look at your location for what the wind might affect you. Any of the coastal cities, most of your wind won't be above 20 miles per hour. But now the inland valleys, especially the inland valleys that are in mountain passes, and especially the Inland Empire, locations in the western and northern Inland Empire could see wind gusts of 40 miles per hour, especially on Monday and Monday night. The high desert will see wind too. It looks like a lot of that wind will occur Sunday night into Monday. Now remember, the lower desert, you're going to see wind starting this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So your wind in the lower desert is going to be the longer duration, going from Saturday all the way through Monday, and then much weaker on Tuesday. So for the foothill areas, it looks like your wind also will begin probably on Sunday, where you might see some gusts to 35 coming in from the west, and then it'll shift abruptly to the northeast, and then eventually weaken on Tuesday. So look for gusts around 35 miles per hour in the foothill areas. Now, if you are in a wind-blown corridor, that could be closer to 40 miles per hour, such as parts of the Inland Empire. Now, for the mountain areas, you also look to have a long duration period of wind that begins on Saturday and really rolls all the way through Monday night. First, that wind will be coming from the west, and then it'll abruptly shift to the north and northeast. But do expect some strong wind gusts in the mountains, at least 50 miles per hour in the wind-prone areas, the passes. We could even see an isolated 65 miles per hour. That looks to be probably in the Cajon Pass area. So the primary wind speeds of concern look to be Sunday and Monday. Here's a look at the map. So starting Saturday is where we really see the winds start to pick up on the desert slopes. So those are areas on the other side of the mountain ranges and in some of the mountain passes. So it looks to be pretty windy starting Saturday in those areas, even though it's a small corridor. The wind expands. Look at this on Sunday. It takes over all of the deserts, where we see wind gusts up around 35, 40 miles per hour. So quite windy over the high deserts, low deserts, and even, of course, continuing through the mountain passes shown in the orange. Winds not strong along the coast and coastal cities and even Inland Empire. Gusts probably around 20 miles per hour most locations Sunday night. Now on Monday is when we transition into that Santa Ana wind, and it comes out of the north and then northeast. So stronger winds, and they change in their location of where they impact us. So we see more wind developing on Monday in Orange County. We see the Cajon Pass getting strong wind. We also see wind developing in parts of the Inland Empire, especially the western portion. And we see winds already expanding on Monday down into San Diego County in the yellow shaded as well. Notice that along some of our foothill areas, there is some orange shade where we could see some wind gusts like on Highway 91 corridor, Highway 60, perhaps even getting close to 40 miles per hour on Highway 78, and also up around the mountain pass on Interstate 8 in San Diego County. By far and large, it looks like the windiest conditions across our northern areas, San Bernardino mountain slopes such as the Cajon Pass, all the way from Ontario to San Bernardino, and that'll be primarily Monday night. Rainfall. We do expect some rainfall, albeit it looks like mostly light for a lot of communities such as Orange County and the Inland Empire. Very little, if any, in the deserts. Now we do have the potential, even though there's high uncertainty, of some heavier showers focusing on our mountain areas as shown in the dark green here. So when it does rain, and if it does rain in your location, it won't be a long duration. Now some places on the coast will see drizzle for a couple days, Saturday, Sunday, and then you'll have a little better chance of showers Sunday night and Monday. But overall, it looks like the mountain locations have the best chance and the most significant rainfall for anywhere, and generally light amounts for most of our coastal community cities, but it could be the first rain of the season, but high uncertainty. Humidity, I mentioned how quickly it'll dry up on Monday. By Tuesday, it'll be as if it never rained or there was any clouds. Very dry conditions set up on Tuesday, elevating the fire danger because of the Santa Ana wind. So this is a concern, especially late on Monday, but on Tuesday, as temperatures warm up and the air dries out significantly, humidity will drop down between 10 and 15% for most locations because of that Santa Ana wind blowing off the deserts. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this presentation and it's helpful. Stay tuned for updates at weather.gov San Diego for the latest on this change in weather pattern.